Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very odd time for a synchronized episode, admittedly, but
it's our year-end spectacular.
It is. This is
we can't do it tomorrow, so
this is our Synchronized Fest end of year extravaganza. So there you go. We are having it on a Friday. Why not? Almost the last day of the year.
So we can celebrate Saturday as being the last day of this god-awful piece of shit year.
Easy.
The worst thing about it, too, is, like, I feel like this is how I feel every year these days, right? And it's just like this, you always tell yourself you hope it's not going to get worse the next year. And then the next year just comes and slaps you in the face, dude. So
that's literally why some jobs I haven't stuck with, because I was not prepared to gamble at getting worse.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, about that. Oh, okay, come to mommy.
Yeah, no, 2022 has definitely been special.
Yeah, needless to say, and I mean that's the hardest part is that none of what 2022 is bringing us is going to be done by the time we hit 2023. So 2023 is not going to be starting off on a great foot either. So.
I mean, as long as we can finish all the shit that happened to all of us at the end of 2022 and wrap it up for the first few months of 2023, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're working on it, all right?
I mean, we might as well just kind of talk about it.
You know what? I feel like, okay, James, if you want to talk about it, I'm down to talk about it. Because at this point, we need help. We need help. And maybe somebody could help us in the chat or, like, put us in a direction of help.
Somebody knows something.
You guys can start it off. I'm not. You guys are better at starting it than I am.
Yeah, so, it's been a shitty year, literally.
Well, just for a little bit of context here, before we even get started, you may have noticed how infrequent our in-person shows have been since the start of October.
Yeah.
And how often we have not been in James's little studio.
Yeah.
And
so
you may have noticed that Olaf and I have been staying at my parents' house from my Instagrams and our tweets and the location that we're in.
And also, if you guys remember, at the beginning of October, I was supposed to fly to First Attack to do commentary there, and I had to cancel at the last second because I couldn't go anymore. And the reason for that being was that on October 5th, literally the day that I was supposed to fly out as a red-eye to Puerto Rico for First Attack, a city pipe backed up in the city that we live in. And without going into too much details how this all happened, but the underground parking of my condo complex, which is also the same floor that Olaf's room is, got flooded with biohazardous, level 3 biohazardous sewage waste in the parking garage. And it started flooding the parking area that we were in and basically seeped into the room that Olaf is renting from. So yes, whoa, dude, it was literally a shitty year. That's why I made that comment. So
it's been a
running gag.
It's been a shit show for us, and yes, all the shit puns you could possibly think of, we have said.
Twitter comments flooded the room.
Yes,
yeah.
And so the Twitter comments got backed up because this city in particular never unclogged drains properly, and so thanks to the city not taking care of shit, that Twitter shit ended up exploding in pipes in the walls.
Yeah, the biggest problem right now is that, so one, Olaf hasn't even been able to live in the room for the last 3 months, essentially. And so right now I have been in extreme, just absolute stress the last 3 months dealing with insurance, the restoration company, Home Depot, and just the city. And basically, we have just been, I mean, like, I've been absolutely just, I mean, all of us have just basically been at extreme low points during the course of this year. So I don't have the money to pay for the water restoration. The insurance companies aren't talking to me necessarily directly, and and the city is taking, they've said that they're going to pay for it, but they do it on a reimbursement process, so I have to pay for everything first.
Yeah, and if you can't afford to pay for it to get fixed, and the city's just trying everything they can do to make this problem that is their fault, not their problem. And
I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily say the city is the big problem right now. I would say it's more just the problem with the insurance at this point. So like,
and the problem with the construction, like everything's been a problem. Nothing has gone smooth for any of us. So we have hit some all-time lows, couple little nervous breakdowns here and there, lots of stress, lots of sleepless, insomniac nights. It has not been good for any of us, and it just keeps getting harder and harder.
Yeah.
And we want to try to take some legal action here. So if anybody knows a property damage lawyer that'll actually talk to us, because that's another problem. Every single lawyer we've tried to get tips from and from friends of friends and stuff has treated us like utter shit. And they're like, oh, that's too bad. So sad. No, I don't want to deal with this.
I mean, not quite been that way, but I mean, for sure, there's been.
You didn't talk to the one. Wait, no, you did. There was one that I talked to that was just such an asshole.
There was one who literally told me it wasn't lucrative enough for him to take the case, so he didn't care.
Yeah,
just basically. Outright said it. Which, I mean, at least the honesty was nice.
At least he was honest, but he's like, yeah, I don't care about your guys' mental anguish, and I don't see making money off of this, so I'm passing.
Yeah.
You guys, it's been really fucked up, and it's been really stressful, and I hate to say it, but there are thousands and thousands of dollars of damage that someone needs to take care of. All of our furniture is fucking destroyed. Like
I literally had to buy a new bed because I was not going to deal with the amount of sewage fumes that had permeated through the fabric.
You guys don't understand. Some things that were so priceless to me, SNK collection things, they've been destroyed and I can never get those back. So we've had such a fucked up year. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, just some of my favorite costumes got destroyed. Okay, it's just been a mess. It's just been a mess.
Yeah.
So that is the reason why we haven't been able to do much.
Yeah. And then, to continue the pattern, I got laid off from my job at the beginning of December. So I've been spending a majority of December, figuring out unemployment, balancing my finances, and just trying to get all the ducks in a row and updating my resumes and having a grand old time with that.
Yeah, so the fact of not having a bunch of money to restore our things, getting very little from renter's insurance, not having a lawyer light a fire under the city's ass to take care of us, it's just been the last 3 months of the year can just fuck off in my books, and this has set us back so much. We don't even know if we could make it to Evo Japan. It's going to be a fucking miracle if we could do it. And it's going to be last minute. You guys, all my motivation's been lost. I can't believe I put together that Monon cosplay. You guys have no idea. There's no motivation to do anything or go anywhere right now. We're just trying to figure all this shit out.
It's
get back to square one.
Yeah, exactly. It's been not a fun time, and needless to say, I just was kind of hoping this holiday would kind of just go away, to be honest with you. So
we all are, yeah. I can't wait for Monday.
Yeah,
I can't.
So that's kind of the way that everything's been going for us, and why it's been so hard for us to keep doing these shows and everything like that. So it has definitely been a rough situation, and you know, I mean, on top of that, I mean, I can't even tell you how that whole situation has just kind of snowballed into a bunch of other stupid things that are happening, and you know, like, without even getting into too much details about all the stuff. So yeah, it's just, but yeah.
We appreciate you guys being so patient and so supportive of us. We really do, and understanding about the show's not happening. This is why we really wanted to do one today and just kind of just finally let people know what's going on, because now it's at the point, like, we don't like talking about our problems online, but it's at the point now where if anybody can point us in some kind of direction of help, whether it be, you know, with any kind of city coordinates, with any kind of restoration help, if they know somebody, or, you know, we really just need a fucking lawyer at this point, a property damage lawyer that's actually going to help and take care of this situation, because without
trying to rob me blind.
Yeah, without trying to rob us blind or take 40% and make us tuck them in at night and tell them bedtime stories and, you know, pay for all their happy meals, like, while they're out here working for us. Like, the lawyer demands, you guys, it's been ridiculous, what some people are demanding. But we just need some help now, and so if anybody knows anyone, you know, hit us up on any of our DMs or Twitter SNKronize, or SNKronize, Twitter, anything.
David doesn't do this kind of thing, so he doesn't have any information. Yeah.
I'm specifically saying property damage lawyer, not just a lawyer.
Right.
Like, they have to specialize in property city damage.
Yeah, it's not his wheelhouse.
Yeah, so it's got to be a specific lawyer, and it's got to be one that deals with property damage. So trust me, we have a bunch of lawyer friends, and even they're like, good luck. Good luck. Why are you so wiggly, Rock?
But
here, go to your papa. Go to your papa.
But despite all that, you know, we did our best to try to have good holidays.
We did our best to try and celebrate with friends and family. We're still going to try to do that. You know, it was really nice seeing some of our friends who visited us throughout all of this literal bullshit. So thank you to shout outs to our friends that we got to meet up with, and everyone else who knows what's going on and who's been helpful and supportive. So we appreciate it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping. I mean, I'm not even going to say it, dude. I'm not even going to say that I hope 2023 is going to be better, because every year we do this, it just doesn't end up that way. So
no, I mean, the thing is, you can hope it'll be better, but just don't jinx it. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Like, but that's what I mean. Hoping for it.
I really hope that 2023 is less bad than 2022. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, but I feel like the hoping is what jinxes it, right?
No, it's not like I'm saying, like, yeah, 2023 is going to be my year. It's going to be great.
No, it can't be blind hope. You know, we've got all of us, we've got our friendship, we're sticking together on this. It's gonna take us just staying strong and supporting each other, along with some hope, to make things better.
I mean, as long as Cronin gets deleted, we'll be fine.
Oh my god.
Because we do have the balance patch.
It's a start.
When's that balance patch coming?
January. So that's a whole other topic, but because there's been a lot of speculation. But one of the things is, remember, SNK is closed right now. They actually closed for, I believe, 2 weeks for the holidays.
Almost 3 weeks.
Yeah, which
for
is
the holiday.
fucking awesome. Good for them. Take that break.
They need it, but at the same time, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we're kind of left in the dark here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's at least we got some news for the first time in a while, right? So
yeah.
We got Shingo in the balance patch in January, which means it's probably between the 15th and 20th. Unless they're just like, surprise, motherfucker, and it comes out like Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which they've done before, so.
They just love dropping. They love dropping it on us, and, you know, we're all expecting it now, so, which is the fun part.
And we want to do a show about the patch notes, but there's a good chance that the patch and the update and the balance patch notes and everything will drop, like, immediately after our show ends.
Yeah, pretty much. They're too busy watching the show to release the notes, right? That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They may not be too happy with what we have to say coming up shortly. So.
I mean, it's not like we haven't said it for the whole year.
We haven't, but
Which one? Give us costumes?
Yes. So should we just go right into that then? Because that was my biggest gripe with the end of the year with SNK.
Oh, really? Wait, you mean the cost? I was joking about it. Was I right?
You were right. Of course you were right. Yes. So,
okay. I was just joking.
No, but you were so right though. That's exactly what I want to talk about is a lot of people have been begging and asking all year for costumes. After what, like May? Was May, June the last costumes we got? No, August.
No, I mean Orochi, Awaken CYS. Yes, okay. They have their classic.
We basically never really got costumes outside of released with the character situation, right? So
launch of the game, Leona and Terry.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, so Leona and Terry are the only ones which were at launch, so they were already there. And then the new characters, Billy, the Team Southtown as well as Team Orochi had default costumes built into them.
And Rugal.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
Omega. So the whole thing with me is that there was just too much lost potential for not only costumes that were already at their fingertips, but so much money to be had that they just dropped the ball on, because so many people had high hopes, including myself, in the beginning of the year. Because again, this came out this past February of this year when we started seeing costumes popping up. That was giving us hope that, they're finally going to start doing more costumes. They're finally going to start doing more costumes. And we just get tossed, one here, one there. Now it's the end of the year. They're done for the year. They're not coming back till, middle of January in 2023. And we have yet to have any new costumes. I'm glad we got some new information, but like I was saying, a lot of people were begging for costumes, but unfortunately, ones that they can't touch. And we talked about this in the last show, is that everybody wanted KOF All-Star costumes. And, we have to say this all the time. SNK does not own KOF All-Stars. That is a Chinese company who bought a bunch of licensing. Okay, so...
Stages 2. Are you pointing at Stages? Oh, okay, yeah.
I had no idea what you were pointing at. That threw me off so much. Here, take Rock's toy. Just YouTube way. But
one of the things that's worth noting about this is, okay, so remember KOF 14 had 6-8 alternate costumes you could buy, and then they originally did not plan out for any characters originally at all, and they had to change their mind. And there was an interview with Oda, like June?
Something, May or June.
Where he literally just had to say, we have no plans for costumes at this time.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So maybe this year they'll be like, yeah, we really should have fucking done that, huh? And that'll start happening because they had to change the plan around season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. All I know is they get upset for people constantly wanting costumes, and then they get mad when people are modding costumes.
Meanwhile, this conversation is literally being had because someone decided with the mod someone made, they were wanting to re-pick up the character. Because aesthetics matter to people.
Exactly.
Did you see that DNF actually retweeted the Maximilian mod and said, nice mod?
I mean, I did see that, and it's just like...
I missed that one. Hilarious. Yeah.
It's just like, you can't be shaming your fans that are the ones mainly supporting you when you're not doing anything for us and we have to do it ourselves. That's not good. Well, okay?
I mean, it's not like, you see what people are doing with, like, Marvel 3, where they're making whole-ass characters and stuff. Like, if you want to get upset about that because it changes the dynamics of the game, sure. But giving Mai an alternate costume...
Yeah.
Like, these are things that print money. It's the one, if nothing else, it's something Street Fighter has proven. Costumes print money. And in all fairness, it was fucking League of Legends that proved that beforehand. Because League of Legends is free to play and that game prints money.
Exactly. Yep. And here's the other thing. This isn't anything new for this character. Mai has shown up in full kimono and throws it off and then fights you. In how many other games? So it's not like you don't have, your costume ready to go. Yeah, it's not like you don't have any of the artwork. It's not like you don't have renderings and references to go by. And I think
I think she has like the second most official outfits that have ever happened of any SNK character, with Athena being first.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
But, like, we have, like, the different Fatal Fury Mai's, plus Maximum Impact, plus if you want to draw from anime, plus if you want to have, like, the kimono and shit, like...
Exactly.
She has a lot of things to draw from that already exist.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, and I'm gonna switch over to this just so you guys can see this here.
Oh yeah.
But basically, DNF Duel said, "Mod scene on fire. Thank you for bringing Christmas to DNF Duel." And it's the Maximilian costume here that they actually quote retweeted.
Max Christmasin. Oh, yeah, that's cute.
So there's a Max Christmasin over here, and look at this. They even said, "Great work." Here they're responding now. Obviously, DNF Duo is probably also trying to find a lot of goodwill right now.
Yeah,
but still.
But yeah, I mean, they're going to be lighter about their license anyway, because Dungeon Fighter, I think, had a modding community.
Right, but I mean, the thing about it is, honestly, DNF Duel and KOF 15 are not that far apart from each other in needing to get goodwill right now, to be honest with you, because. DNF Duel was, a lot of people were, the lack of support kind of, I think, caught some people off guard, and they just didn't think they were going to get an update. Whereas KOF 15, a lot of it was just the matchmaking. So both of the games had their online scenes kind of shattered. And I feel like both of them need to kind of rebuild that. I don't know if DNF Duel is doing it or not, but still to this day, I mean, I think Tekken and Street Fighter and, of course, Mortal Kombat are probably the, maybe Strive a little bit, but nowadays, but every other fighting game is a Discord fighter, right? Like, you just can't jump online and find matches on Ranked or anything like that, because I wish I was playing more DNF Duel. I wish I was playing more KOF 15 and stuff, but it's just
I still have not played DNF Duel once.
Well, so, I mean, yeah.
You sent that other image I wanted to, James? Or do you have it?
Oh, I'm not sure.
So, talking about the costumes and how, going back to, a lot of people were asking for KOF All-Star costumes, and I told you guys this, and I know you know, and it's a broken record, but stop asking them for KOF All-Star costumes, because they can't use them. It is not SNK. That's why I don't support the game or spend money on it or download it.
I don't support the game because I don't like a lot of the things it does.
Yeah, that too. But once again, it's not like SNK doesn't have a bunch of costumes throughout the ages of these characters. Take, for example, yes.
Not to mention all of the scrapped concept art.
Not only just scrap concept art, but we have these characters that we love so much in different scenarios, out and about, and this is my point. Why not give us this? You already have it. Everybody loves them, in the 90s suits. It's very iconic. This has been such, iconic artwork. So why can't we get these costumes?
The amount of people who would cry for that Yashiro.
I'm crying for it, especially, King and everybody up in there. This is stuff.
I called you out and you appeared.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's actually one of the coolest things, is that if you remember when Street Fighter started doing their those CPT costumes, they put Ryu and Ken and Chun in those nice outfits. That was literally from one of the old drawings from a long time ago.
Yes,
artwork.
It was. I love that. Was one of my favorite artworks that I have in one of my old ass Capcom books. It's just the formal wear, and we've seen how successful this is. So you have your whole cast in formal wear right there, SNK. Why don't you just use it? You have Mai showing up in kimonos, going, Auntie, and teasing him before they fight. Why not use that? It's just like, you have so much that we want at your fingertips. Please make costumes going into the future, because we want this game to survive. We want people to keep coming in and getting re-excited for it and playing certain characters. We want to keep giving you money. We gave you so much money with the SNK online shop, and then that disappeared.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. I was trying to find that.
Not to be a jackass,
no,
but like,
I'm
seriously,
not trying to be a dick either, honest.
But seriously, the fact is, there is a finite amount of ways that I can give you money.
Yes.
We should make that a bigger finite number.
Yes. And even if our apartment is flooded and shit, we're still gonna buy your stuff, all right? Talk about serotonin. We need it.
I mean, so like, this is the one that I'm talking about. This is an old artwork from a long time ago.
Yes, it is.
I have this artwork saved on a floppy disk somewhere. Okay, let me just put it that way. I have it on a 3.5 floppy disk somewhere like this.
What is that, from like 96 or 97?
Yeah.
I mean,
it was in the Capcom Works illustration book.
Right, and then
this is one of my favorite illustration books. This is the tweet
from Kobolcog pointing out that the new costumes are directly referencing that.
Yes, they are.
These are the same costumes, and then they just gave Chun and Cammy the boas and her the little coat.
They added to it, you know.
And you can take those off too. So
that's the Easter egg, right?
Yeah, Easter eggs, you can take them off. There you go. Those are them, and
these exact costumes here.
We see it time and time again. We see that Capcom and SNK both get ideas off each other. They both are inspired by each other.
They look at each other's homework, but trust their own legacies as well.
Yes. Yeah. So with all of that, please, SNK, please, costumes in the future. We want to see you guys thrive and survive. You gotta please costumes. It doesn't even have to be anything new. We want this stuff. We literally want this, okay? We want the old stuff back.
And we all know that, like, OG Iori is always going to print money.
OG Iori is always going to. All the old costumes, all the old outfits. Even give Shermie her old one back. Just watch that money fly in.
Yeah. Like, color edit mode will be hard at this. I mean, color edit mode is a little bit more work, I think, and I don't think that that's something that we should, not even think about right now. I think costumes
that's an unrealistic request.
Right, I think costumes would just be really easy right now for them, because
costumes is where it's at, and we just need more of them. And you've got characters. I mean, you have an RPG isekai collab with Iori in it. Why not give him something from there? Like, you've got all this...
Just put a sword on his back,
You've got all of this potential. Like I keep saying, all of this potential. And you can make so much money. And yet, I have a little chewy dog just that won't calm down.
Actually, you know what, Rayblade? That would actually just be hilarious if they made an alternate Geese costume in 15 with a rubber ducky and a shower head spraying water onto him, just as a reference to Tekken. I think that would actually be funny. Like, give him the snorkel.
I think Harada would get such a friggin' kick out of that. Like, could you imagine?
So, Bruce Lee, that's actually not how it works, because they're all done in texture sets.
Yeah.
So you actually can't even just grab like that. They have to actually code a whole system to color separate, and you're just kind of recoloring a texture in a game, which means then you have to basically have art editing tools, and it just goes to hell from there.
Right, and then on top of that, so if you haven't built it into the system ahead of time, on top of that, then you're also going to have to be able to code in sending that data over NetPlay so that the other guys can use those colors, right? Or you just ignore the color edits and you only see them on your side, right? There's always that option for that as well. So it's not even just as simple as that. But the reason why costumes are easy is because if all the costumes that you buy are already in the game, right? You're not actually downloading the costumes. You're flipping a switch that's making it available to you. The reason for that being is then that way, whenever you play somebody else, they just say, use costume number 3. And it just loads it in their game, right? So there's not a lot of information that has to be sent over. So, yeah.
Back to the main thing at hand here, costumes. The game needs them. We need them. You need them. Everybody needs them. They balance out the gaming ecosystem, okay, which is already fragile to begin with. So we just want to keep that going.
Yeah, and again, just to reiterate as well, it's not just that we're being like, you guys are making mistakes, not giving us costumes. Like everybody in the chat has been saying, like, just give me stuff I want to buy. This is not necessarily us being selfish and wanting costumes, which it partially is, but at the same time, it's just it's good, healthy for the game, and it's sustainable, and it's evergreen content, right? That's the powerful thing about costumes. I think I've said this on the show, like people have talked about YouTube, one of the most powerful things is evergreen content, or if you write a book, it's evergreen content.
Not Howard, stop it.
Costumes is evergreen content. 5 years from now, if KOF 15 is still going and someone else gets into it, bought it on a sale, they can still buy the costumes. Or you do like Street Fighter 5 did, package it in an Ultra set, and even me, who already owns Street Fighter 5, bought that just so I could get all the costumes.
Yes, and that's another thing too. It's just like you have all these opportunities in the future to be like, didn't get them now you can get them. End of the year sale, get it. New season, buy the old season along with the new season for this price. It just.
By the same token, please never region lock a costume ever again.
Has that happened before?
Sam Show.
Oh.
Yes.
Sam Show
Puzzles and Dragons, where they had the cool armor outfits.
Yeah, those, and then I think it was Classic Charlotte never got.
We never got Classic Charlotte.
Yeah, the 64-bit Charlotte.
Yeah, right, and what else are we missing?
No, I think it was just Puzzle and Dragons, and like maybe it was like a crossover collab other one or something, and then Classic Charlotte.
Yeah, and we never got those. Japan got them, and that was
the Puzzle and Dragon ones maybe just because there's probably licensing issues with publishing in America or some crap.
Right.
But there's no reason to not let us have the 64-bit Charlotte.
Right. Yeah, and so just to answer Katy Perry's question in the chat, if you have a weak graphics card, doing full screen is usually the best way to do it, because when you set it to full screen, it doesn't have to worry about the existence of all the other windows under it, and it doesn't have to dedicate any processing power to that. Even if you don't have it shown on the screen, if you're in windowed mode, those objects still exist, and they have to be, quote, rendered so that when you slide things around, they show up easily. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard not to notice the yearly passes they offer every year for Capcom Cup. Yeah, I mean, honestly, as much as we, like people would like to complain about, things that Capcom has done, I mean, the way that they've handled Street Fighter V has actually been pretty exemplary. And Street Fighter 6 only looks to improve on that right now. So, it's...
Yeah, I mean, because one thing I will say also is that, like, in Street Fighter V's defense, anything it did wrong was kind of inconsequential in that way. Like, the fight money system, there's a lot of people who weren't satisfied with it. You know what that means? Nothing.
Yeah.
Just go buy it. Whatever. It was a less than optimal system. Oh, no. It still existed. Still worked.
Yeah, it's still there.
You didn't like the Capcom Pro Tour costumes? Oh well, you get them anyways. Yeah. Nothing's gonna happen with all the sticker emblems all over them. Shout outs to me and Corey printing those stickers and sticking them on everyone in our costume.
Oh, you're talking about the advertisement costumes. Yeah. I mean, it's funny because that was definitely an experiment.
It was.
And the funniest thing is, it never turned into anything. Those ad costumes are still there. They just don't do anything.
Too much. But they get shoved in with the other ones.
But didn't they originally they helped you generate more fight money when you were using them or something?
Or something. Was it? Yeah, I think you're right. I think there was some.
I think they worked with ad mode where you generated a little more fight money.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That was the idea, but that just never panned out or anything, because I don't think that does anything right now, right? So
I don't really think so, but yeah, that was something. Again, SNK can do that. For fuck's sakes, you did a collab with Hardcore Chocolate. Okay? Why not put Geese in the fucking Hardcore Chocolate hoodie?
Dude,
Why not put Mai in the hoodie? Why not put Athena in hers or Kay?
That's a key thing too, because if you do it with the Hardcore Chocolate and it's a collaboration with them, they might even be able to pay for part of the process to make those costumes, because that's their payment for the advertising, right?
Exactly. That's the whole thing. It's just,
we're full of ideas.
Please still, just SNK, please steal our ideas.
You know what? I've got laid off. Hire me.
I mean, we're not doing much right now.
If they actually, can you imagine if they made a Rugal pizza delivery costume? Like they would bankrupt South America, I think. I mean, honestly, I think everybody down there would buy it for the Rugal pizza costume, dude.
And then do Yamazaki sushi next. Shit, you literally have these lores, okay? You literally have these lores and everything else. Why is there not an arcade machine? Why is there not an MVS 2 or 4 slot in any of these new backgrounds that says no prohibito Rugal?
Right. Dude, I mean, on the subject of stages, dude, just bring back a Neo Geo Land stage and then actually have that sign in the background hidden.
That is a good wisdom. That is a good wisdom. It's just things like that. Okay, stages are a little harder than costumes to fully make, but this is SNK. They are one of the staples of godlike stages in fighting games, okay? I have all of the faith and belief that you guys can make some new sick-ass stages, just like you did with, the Metal Slug stage. Yeah, remember how ape shit we all went when we first saw that stage? And give us a Geese stage, give us the Garden or something. Give us something from Fatal Fury. You guys are working on Garo,
dude, at the very least,
whatever's gonna happen.
Do what they did with Luke in 5, just as a segue into 6. Give us some cool the future of Fatal Fury shit as you wrap up KOF 15 and go into Fatal Fury.
See, that is ingenious ideas, because that is what works, and that's what works, and that's what people want is these awesome stages and everything else. If Rock is already in the game, just like Luke is in Street Fighter 5, and he's the main character of 6, and it's his world now, and Garo 2 is coming with Rock's whole, story and everything else. If that's how you're going to build it up, then you have all of these opportunities. We're just asking you to finally take them.
Yeah, and it's interesting because, again, bringing it back to the Street Fighter 5 parallel, look what they did. They recreated every single Street Fighter 2 stage practically, right? They made the Ryu stage, they made the Cammy stage, they remade the Guile stage,
they remade
the Vega stage.
It's still weird to me that Fei Long's never in 5.
Oh,
that's still kind of weird to me, and I feel like a Street Fighter 5 remake of his stage would have been actually really cool.
Yeah, because that's a real place too. That's a real place.
Exactly. I've always wanted to see that place. What is it? Garden something garden.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I feel like Fei Long is one of those characters though that's tough for them to bring. I mean, because he was in for, right? And so like I felt like that was probably why they chose not to bring him back. You know what I mean? They're probably trying to space it out a little bit or something like that. So, but
it'd be really cool if he showed up in 6 though, with you know Jamie being all up in there and such.
Yeah. Oh, Tiger Balm Garden is what they're saying it's called.
Yeah, so, that's. Yeah.
By the way, just being a big nerd, I would love to see them actually visit Gen's gravesite in Street Fighter 6. Like, actually let the man die and actually just visit his grave. Because that man has been dying and trying to die for like 30 years.
If they're gonna kill off Bison, they at least need to kill off other old heads too.
Bison might not actually be fully dead, judging from a lot of the things that people have been noticing about JP.
Okay, at this point, he's just the other kind of noun. He's an idea. He's a concept. You can't kill an idea.
I mean, you've seen the pictures of JP's, you know, the spirit thing, right? Yeah.
Dude, JP's fireball that punches people.
Yes,
like, I'm here for it.
Dude, the fireball is an overhead. The fireballs are an overhead, a low, and a mid, dude. Like, that's crazy.
I'm still amused by the fact that they obviously got some of the ideas from Morrigan in MVCI with her new spike move.
Oh, God, that's right. I forgot she had that. I forgot she even had that spike move. Dang. Okay.
Bison took it literally when people are like, there's still a little bit of him inside you. Yeah. I know what I said, and I knew what I was going to say. But yeah, KOF stages, KOF costumes. What else that they haven't been doing that we want them to do in the future? Especially
besides the fixes, like
I mean, patches, deleting Cronin and matchmaking are given. You could tell that they know they were trying to fix it. I mean, at least we know, even when they were silent, that those are things they were probably looking into. But costumes is just nothing that we feel like is actually being worked on. So if they are working on them, cool, then you know what? We'll shut the hell up. But I mean, like, if you're not working on it,
we'll change it to thank you.
We will talk nonstop about these costumes and also, go tell everybody to buy them.
With that being said, if Shingo doesn't come with an alternate costume, I will be shocked and appalled.
I mean, it looks like he has the potential to have classic Shingo and new Shingo or something like that.
That's what I'm hoping.
Right.
Yeah, because I like the new Shingo design, but classic Shingo is classic Shingo.
And again, with Kim too. We already see Kim's getting a new look, but is he going to have his classic look? That's another thing. And don't do what you did in the beginning of this year for next year. Don't give these two characters their new costume and then classic costume and then call it a day for the next 6 to 7 months. No, that's not going to fly. All right, that's not how the costume thing works here. So we just give us the damn suits. Just use the suits as a trial run and see what happens is all I'm asking. At least try. If Capcom is going to experiment with all these pro badged labels all over the fucking costumes in the worst places ever and add a little, fight money treat, whatever, at least get the formal wear going. See how much it cost you guys, how much time it took, and see, if it was worth it.
I'm gonna put it out there right
experience.
Now. If we get alternate purchasable costumes that aren't tied to like character DLC in this year, I will personally buy and give away some of them on the show.
Yeah. You heard it here, folks, ladies and you heard it here, folks. First, folks, guaranteed right here.
Yeah, if we get like actual alternates,
any costume,
I'll buy some of our viewers some of the costumes. I'll just do it.
Okay, we'll just have a formal tournament event, and we'll all dress in suits and push the costumes and give away the costumes.
You can put on a suit if you like. I'm just gonna bring Guinness.
I'm gonna king it up. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna go full king. So, but at least try it. At least experiment with it. I'm not saying do the whole fucking roster. Just do your 4 or 5 main people.
I mean, seriously, you have to make Ramon playable before you want to give him a costume.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be a costume. It would be put him in the game, right? I mean, that's the whole thing.
I mean, I honestly would. Jesus. I would buy Classic Ramon, but
Classic Ramon is always.
Yeah, no, I agree with what Raid Blade says. There is definitely a team at Capcom that is just there to make costumes. Like that's just all they're doing. So, and again, that's the hard part right there. Again, is that we know SNK as a small group,
small, very minimal staff.
I guess our
team's actual credits are gigantic.
Yes,
right. But I mean, our argument really is that we believe that hiring a team of like 3 people to make costumes full time will give you a return of investment. You know, that's our belief, right?
You don't need a team of like 20 or 30. Yeah, I'm sure Capcom has that. That's great. But at least, you know, and at this point in time, it really makes me wonder how many people are working on Garo. And how many people are still on 15?
Yeah, and I mean, this is also part of the benefit of the Unreal 4 engine is that it's a lot easier to do this than some other projects.
Right. Actually, kind of going back to what Ray Blaze said in the chat, you know, we said hire maybe 3 people. I'll take that back. Let's say hire 5 people, 3 to make costumes and 2 to make costumes for Mai. And then I think you'll be good, right? So basically, you churn out the monthly Mai costume.
If 72 costumes in Street Fighter V, then Mai could at least have her own design team.
I mean, you know, maybe one for Mai and one for Athena.
Yeah.
And then every so often they take turns rotating for Nako.
Right.
Yeah. And then one of your team members can call us up and ask for our focus group opinions at any time, because we are here to help you guys. We are more than happy to be your little focus group and do random surveys and tell you what the people like, the people who listen to the show and watch the show. So you don't have to go through all of our chats and all of our hours of the show. You can just come to us. We'll make it easy for you. So we'd be happy to help you with all of that and the 3 people on the costume design team.
So also to back up to the how many people are on Garo right now and how many people are on KOF, I actually imagine that right now it's probably 5% are on Garo and then 95% are still on KOF.
I don't know.
Because they're still figuring out like the design docs, the project, the budget, all the production nonsense. And it's going to slowly transition because they still have to get, you know, they have to finish Sam Show's rollback that's coming up. And to make sure that's all good. All the crossplay updates, everything.
That one, the beta test is coming up in January, right? So we'll be getting the Sam Show beta pretty soon. So
there's probably not that much staff on Garo that isn't at least still on something.
Yeah.
But then it's going to start, like, more and more people are going to shift over, like, laying the groundwork. Probably, like, first things first, going to be, like, half the coders and some placeholder assets.
Yeah.
And
You know, with Sam Show coming back, actually, I'm so sorry to cut you off.
I'm good.
That would be a phenomenal opportunity to throw in some costumes and see what happens.
I'm still waiting to see if we're getting more characters in that one.
Okay,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they just all of a sudden just added a couple of Sam Show characters to try to breathe it some life.
I'm telling you,
again.
if anyone, Retsumaru is a shoo-in.
Yeah,
you think so? You think so?
I think Retsumaru is like one of the most guaranteed if we get more
characters. It's just another. That's the other Haomaru, right?
Evil possessed Haomaru.
So,
but and there's a rule I go by: if there is a toy of it or a figure coming out, then it's probably in game. Like there's always that rule,
right? Because that Retsumaru is coming out, right?
Storm Collectibles already is like, hey, we kind of made them.
Right.
Look at that. Right. So we will see about that.
Yeah, they could do that and do what is it, Rera? The
Rera, yeah.
I'm really hoping for Rera.
Yeah,
Rera and Wolf Pupper.
I mean, they could just recolor, you know, Poppy, the Poppy model for Rera, right?
If I recall correctly, that's actually what like half of that dog sprites actually are.
Right? Yeah.
Poppy, and then they made like, I don't know, like 10 extra frames for like the idol that make him angry.
Yeah.
Right.
He's just more wild hair. That's about it. Yeah. It's just fluffier, wild wolf hair. But I really think that if they were so worried and they wanted to tread even lighter with KOF 15 and costumes, then throw in a couple for Sam Show and watch what happens. That would be your test trial right there.
Yeah, because I mean, at this point too, it's like if you're actually adding rollback to Sam Show, which was a huge surprise as it was, most of the people who are excited for it already own it.
Mm-hmm.
Throw in some extra DLC. You know, let the game bring in a few extra bucks.
That's kind of why I was saying that, you know, maybe they would actually just add some more characters because, you know, like I said, you're adding this rollback. You're probably not going to sell a lot of new copies of the game, but if you add in some new characters, maybe you might, right? Because someone's like, oh my God, they finally put in
so-and-so,
you know.
Yeah.
Put in
unless it's Chensor again, and then we're all just like, oh no. Oh no.
New boss challenge. Yeah, if they do any of that, it would really be a nice test to just, you know, basically test the waters and see what works for them and see what if we're saying actually holds up or if we're just full of shit and over. I mean, it's tough
because KOF at least is new enough that if you put new costumes in it, there would be more people interested in it. I don't know if Sam Show is new enough right now that people would buy the new costumes. I don't think it would be a direct test.
But if it's getting rollback and people can play it online and people can get into rooms and lobbies and things and matchmaking is okay and all that stuff, then if all that goes well, James, then give us hope for other things is all I'm saying.
Oh, man.
Also, yeah, Andrew would be rad. But I think he'd also be one of like the hardest to actually add in other than Kusurigeto. But Andrew would be rad.
I mean, honestly, right now, KOF 15 and Sam Show could probably benefit from having a new guest character or something like that put in there as well. So, although that would be very difficult. I mean, Biken was already a pretty cool addition to the game, right? So,
and it sucks because, you know, it was so hard to play the game back then, so she didn't get as much love or attention as she deserved when she came out.
Still top tier, though.
Still top tier, but we'll see what happens when rollback comes out for Sam Show. We'll see what happens, because I really honestly believe that more new life is going to be breathed into the game. It's going to attract people who paid it no mind in 2019. And I feel like it's just going to get this big second chance that it needs. Yeah, and I want to see that.
The biggest thing working against Samurai Showdown right now is by the time it has its full like rollback update and everything's good to go, Street Fighter 6 is right around the corner.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Because Sam Show got a huge boost from people who didn't love Street Fighter 5.
Right, yeah.
And when you remove that problem...
And that's the thing. That's the thing that I'm frustrated with the most with KOF 15 and SNK. They dropped so many freaking opportunities to push all these things, to push events, to push tournaments, to push all these options.
In all fairness, it's still leagues better than they've been.
Yes, but they had an entire year. No, seriously. They've had an entire fucking year to just focus on that instead of Street Fighter 5 as much as it was popular when 14 was around and everything else. And I just feel like they just did not care this entire year or push hard enough with marketing or tournaments or world tours, anything like that. And I really feel they dropped the ball on that, and it just frustrates me so much because we didn't see much of any of that. We didn't see much of KOF 15 at certain gaming events.
Well, I mean, they didn't actually do their world tour until it was online a month ago.
That I'm saying that's again my whole point. They've wasted like the whole year when they could have had all this focus and attention on 15 and done so much more. And they didn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those like they could have done a hell of a lot worse than they did, but they definitely could have done better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, a lot of the things that we were talking about on this show before the game came out, a lot of the hopes and like this has a chance to be huge and be able to do all these big things. A lot of those things didn't really feel like it came to fruition this past year, and obviously the netcode was good, but the matchmaking was what kind of killed it, unfortunately. So
even still, if Red Bull is going to have all of the other fighting games and have all these events, why is KOF always not in there? And okay, go on ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, part of these aren't even necessarily like the decisions that the people would want to be making. Like, I know that Oda is not happy about how things have gone, but he doesn't get to make those decisions.
Right.
He just makes the game good.
Exactly.
KK is, he's in touch and he talks to people in the community. But do you think people above him are going to listen that much to what he has to say? What about, CEOs? What about investors? These are the people that you have to convince to let you spend money to make money.
Yeah,
and
I don't think
a lot of these people seem afraid of those decisions.
Exactly.
Was it Oda in charge of KOF? I mean, of Sam Show as well, of the recent Sam Show? I forgot. Who was in charge of the recent Sam Show?
He worked with it, but I don't think he was the lead.
He wasn't
I mean, let's just put it this way. Whoever was the lead designer there probably had no control over the Stadia and Epic Game Store decisions.
Yeah, there's those factors.
There's those factors. There's who you decided to publish your game in certain regions. There was that whole mess up and factor. There's just too much. There's limited, that marketing wants to do working with others all over the world. That was a problem. There's just so much that they could have done that didn't happen, and that's what's really upsets me and frustrates me. There was so much dropped opportunity.
And by that same token, God only knows who's going to publish the next Garo. They've changed publishers internationally for every one of the past 4 games. Yeah, yes. Past 4 games have all been a different publisher in the West.
Heroines was NIS.
Sam Show was
Athlon.
14 was Atlas.
That's right.
So you guys got to just either do it in-house publishing, which we've talked about before. Probably the best way to go about things, because my God, when you guys do your pop-up shops and marketing, and when you guys do your friggin' collector sets, holy shit, they're immaculate. Just keep publishing the games in-house, distributing everywhere, please. Because we're tired of seeing you done so wrong. Also, and from other companies.
Also, bring back the online shop, perhaps back on Zen Plus, which is how I actually got all this shit started to begin with.
That's another thing. Again, the SNK online shop where we got all of our cool clothing and all of our awesome merchandise and everything else. You guys shut that down, and I don't know if you guys understand this or not. If the sales weren't good in Japan, people all over the world wanted to get their hands on that stuff.
Shoutouts to me never getting my American Omega edition, but I definitely bought a fucking Japanese collector's edition.
We bought 2 Japanese collector's editions going through.
I mean, look, if Japan isn't buying enough from the online store to keep the online store open, I don't think the rest of the world is going to keep it afloat at this point.
Let's just say theoretically, when Garo comes out.
Access. It's all about access.
Where are people buying the game, and more to a point, where are people buying the collector's edition? From fucking Book Off? From doing a whatever game store? Because I know that it's much easier for some of these like big collector's editions to just be purchased online.
Right, yeah.
And it worked out very well for us purchasing directly from SNK and their shop and getting our big, fancy, beautiful framed artwork and everything else that came with the sick-ass, collector's edition sets. Way better than having a CD and a piece of paper. And way better than having, gems that look like Easter eggs. Like, it's
way better than not getting it.
Way better than actually obtaining it and still not getting it, and other people had to come in and take care of it for you.
Again, shout outs to GameStop.
Yeah,
it's
because they hooked you up with something, didn't they, to make up for
They
it?
gave him a game because they're like,
That's
we're so
right.
sorry you didn't get your Omega edition. We never received them. This company won't talk to us anymore. Here.
Yeah, so they gave me a standard edition out of their own pockets to offset my frustration. So yeah, no, fucking kudos to GameStop on that one.
I mean, they pulled through. They didn't even have to do that, but they did because they realized that this publishing company royally fucked up, and it wasn't just us.
Yeah, and again, which is why, I've talked about it before. Like, the fact is that was not Deep Silver's first debacle, and now after all this, they rebranded at the end of the year.
Gee, I wonder
did
why.
they? What's their new company name?
Playon, Plaion.
Playon, huh? Interesting.
Playon. Leon.
Dude, DZ, you are lucky.
Yeah, you're one of the lucky ones, dude. I wish we could have gotten one of ours.
I have literally talked to like 10 or 15 people who all didn't get theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yep. I mean, when it was happening currently in February and everybody wanted to play the fucking game and nobody had their game, like our DMs were full like, I didn't get mine. Did you get yours?
Have you heard anything?
Have you heard anything? We keep reaching out and we haven't heard anything. Did your CD come in a piece of paper? Did you even get that? Like,
in all fairness, I think I still actually have the reservation open just for out of spite.
Oh man, it's bad. But again, these are things where the balls were dropped. In the words of Rick and Morty, you dropped so many balls, man. And I just need you guys to not do that coming into 2023, especially with Garo 2. So please just take care of your own, because there are people that you guys are working with that are not doing you any good by the name of SNK and what you guys stand for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of it too is just.
Yes.
What's going on?
Was that James?
No, I was saying a lot of it too is probably, you go with a lot of these companies because they, you're getting estimates from them. We could do it for this much. We can do it for this much. And, you go for a piece of candy. Yeah, you can go for some of the cheaper ones, but sometimes you just for goodwill, you got to go with something a little bit, more reliable.
Yeah, I actually worked at a company that was optioned for 12 or 13, and the license was actually super expensive to publish in the West. And then they hit a bunch of troubles for a couple of years. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know where they're at now in terms of like paying for the publishing rights.
Yeah. Even still, it's just, I feel like so many headaches would go away if they just published in-house and took care of it. Because at least, like, again, the collector sets, they went smooth like butter, all right? When we got ours from a middle third party with your shop in-house, no problems, very well packaged, perfect quality, and just do it yourself, you guys. Like, if you can, just please do it yourself in the future, because all of these companies all over the world, especially in North America, they're half-assing your shit. And it's just making you guys look bad, and it's just making fans and people who anticipate to get these and play your game give up and be like, well, F them, I don't want to. Look at how bad they are about this. It falls on you regardless.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the rough things too, is that a lot of people who were waiting for those special editions and never got them, that was the only place they ordered the game. So they couldn't even play the game. It's not even just like they didn't get.
Well, in all fairness, that's the thing, is that the collector's edition was a GameStop exclusive in North America.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, oops.
Yeah.
How are you gonna be exclusive to one shop and then not make enough for the one shop? But I digress. The thing is, though, is that I do wonder if self-publishing in the West would mean they'd have to actually reopen a Western business side for it, just for like copyright.
Because that's the thing too.
Oh darn! that thing we've been wanting.
Yeah, I mean, as much as we want that, that may be what's preventing it from being practical.
It's an expensive thing, I mean, it's a hard endeavor. On top of all of that, too, I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why I feel like they closed the SNK shop, because I just don't think they want to do it themselves anymore. I mean, look, they've just been licensing out all of their, products now to all these different companies. So.
That was the problem, though. They didn't do worldwide shipping. If they did,
no, the worldwide shipping was limited.
It was limited. You got to take off the limitations. The fact that all the pop-ups and most of the shit people wanted, you can only buy in Japan, was such an issue. Right. That's one reason. That really is one reason for the problem. That look at everybody in South America who wanted merch. Look at everybody in Canada who wanted merch. Look at everybody in the U.S. who wanted merch and didn't know how to get it, and therefore we helped them find it and work with Zen Market in order to get it.
Right.
I mean, as I joke about it a lot, but just because of Zen Market, I have gotten to do more SNK collecting in the past year or two than I was able to in the previous 20 as an American.
Yep. That's so true. It's so much easier. It's been so much easier to get things from SNK products and clothing, everything else. In the last 5 to 6 years, we've been recollecting because they opened the online shop and because they've been doing all these collabs.
And then now going back and just finding old things as they pop up, which is a perfect segue.
Oh God.
Okay. So Kitty here finally started the SNKronize Instagram.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So we now have an Instagram, and mostly it's going to be just sharing really cool photos of collectibles. We're going to take pictures of some of the stuff we have, or take photos of issues of Neo Geo Freak and share them on there. So you can have a cool little one-stop shop of just cool stuff. So
literally sharing our all of our archived history we have of SNK products and goods, from clothing to manga and everything else in between. So I really wanted to, and I know we all wanted to show off, not only our collections, but to show people what's still kind of out there and what you can get your hands on. And basically, I just want to archive whatever SNK history we do have online, including our neoprint, all of the neoprint cartridges, the MVS, all of that stuff. So you'll be able to see a bunch of cool shit on the SNKronize Instagram. Lots of videos, lots of figures, lots of where and how to find and obtain all the cool stuff.
Yeah, and maybe in the future even branch out to submissions hey, this is a really cool thing that I don't have, but Jim Bob actually has it and he wanted to show everyone how fucking cool it is. That kind of thing.
Yeah. And check it out. It's just a SNKronize show on Instagram.
Is it? Was it not? It's not just plain SNKronize, or
you could do either SNKronize or SNKronize show. It'll pop up.
Okay, cool.
Either way, it's gonna pop up. But lots of goofy clip highlights will also be on there, and a bunch of other stuff. We do plan on doing more giveaways in the future, so this would be another way to enter into those giveaways when we do them.
Yeah, I've still got one that I need to sort out all the details for.
So we have some giveaways that'll be happening in the future again. Just a heads up on that with our current sponsors. And
so if you want to look for it on the web, it actually is Instagram.com/SNKronize show, because someone has SNKronize on there, which is very weird.
Yeah, I was like, what? Who did that?
Did you do it and forget?
No, I did not. I wish I did, but I did not.
That's so random.
Honestly, knowing some of our viewers, I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually someone we know who is trying to help.
I wouldn't be surprised. We appreciate you guys. We really do.
Also, though.
Yes.
I do want to give a small shout out to Kitty. Because I talked about we've been doing our best to still celebrate the holidays and enjoy our Christmas and stuff.
Yes.
And so Kitty got me something that I had wanted for a while and had never bothered to actually get for myself. And she ninja'd and surprised me with it. So she actually got me a perler bead kit.
Oh, right, I saw that. Yeah.
And so this is the
first one.
The results of the first endeavor.
Nice.
Isn't that cute?
Nice. That's a tough one too, because you made a circle, right? So it wasn't.
Yeah, so it's actually on a circular board. But working circles onto circles is actually a huge bitch.
Yeah, because I mean, you didn't do it perfect pixels like a recreation of like some.
No, I did it from the actual logo, and I just did it however I could.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah, because from the picture that I saw before you ironed it, it wasn't like on a grid or anything. It was literally
it was on a circular pegboard.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be one of those weebs that like has them hanging like big ass chains. I'm gonna be that person.
Flavor Flav.
Exactly. I'm gonna flavor the shit out of this and just have a chain for it.
But yeah, I definitely have a lot of projects with these in the future. But we also have one work in progress that Kitty and I are doing together because she had a brilliant idea for something she wanted, and so we've been working on that first.
I swear I bought it for him. I swear. But so then when I saw him having fun with it,
the progress will be showing up on Instagram.com/SNKronize show. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah. It'll be on there and the Twitter. Once we get a little further into it,
Yeah, see? Yeah. On your wallet chain? Hell yeah, I would do that too. It would totally be good on a wallet chain.
But don't you worry. Obviously, I'm going to be making several things, and I will share those too.
You can say it. Blue Mary sprites.
Those things, yeah. I have literally like 5 Mary projects in the works. It's terrible.
Yeah. Do you know why I bought him those damn beads? Do you really want to know why? Because I got tired of him critiquing every time we're at a convention.
Oh, right.
James heard it too.
I know. You know, James. You know.
So, just so for people don't know, like, the perler beads are basically those little circles that if you line them up, you can iron them and turn them into like little, and what people have done with them mostly is make like little 8-bit sprites and stuff like that. Yeah.
Show it. Yeah, these ones. So yeah, you can make the little 8-bits and the little sprites. Things like that. So
yeah, I kind of have a gripe with the fact that there's just so many Mega Man recolors.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like the ones that do like the big elaborate like here's Chrono from Chrono Trigger. I'm like shit, no problem. Yeah. But like 8 million Mega Mans just with different paint jobs, I'm just like let's do more. Let's do more. And So she told me shut the fuck up and do it myself.
Pretty much.
That's how I got into commentary, kind of. So.
I mean, it's just one of those things. It's just all right. You're gonna say this doesn't look right, or you don't like how they did this or that, or you wish they had said character, blah blah blah. All right, here, make it.
Yeah, I have a lot of great and terrible plans. I'm looking forward to them.
I mean, at one point in time, I wanted to make one from the Super Nintendo Kami sprites. From a long time ago. But even as I mapped it out, that thing was still going to be ginormous because Super Nintendo sprites, and especially the Street Fighter ones, would have ended up still pretty massive. So
yeah, they did. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, like certain ones, like in certain sprites, and you compare them, like they're surprising. Like one thing that's actually really funny to me is because of screen resolution, Samus in Super Metroid and Alucard in Symphony of the Night are actually the same height in pixels.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you'd just be surprised, like, just thinking how much screen real estate they take up.
But the cool thing is that we were joking about it earlier today because we were buying more beads. And again, the project that he's helping me make is coming out so sick. I'm just like, what if people would buy these from us? So there might be some synchronized
Etsy.com/synchronized store.
You could shop the Instagram SNKronize store in the future. What? What?
I know, you just gave her this look, and I'm trying to figure out what that was
what
about.
What just happened in your brain? Yes, duh.
Yeah, definitely need to do that. Yeah.
The SNKronize logo. He just thought of doing that.
Yeah, Okay.
Yeah, that's a given. But
I have so many Marys to make. I literally have to buy other colors of red for shading. Like, this is a problem.
Dude, we were out for 3 hours today so you could buy more fucking beads, okay? And trying to find the colors. 3 hours
Pin
today.
it all on me.
Yes, it is. 3 hours today. Okay, Rock was very upset that we haven't been around much because we've been shopping all over the place. But expect maybe some merchandise at our next booth, wherever the hell we'll be in the future. You might get some synchronized perler bead hits of characters you like. Because we know you guys in the chat are fond of many of the same characters we are. Could do a giant Darlie.
Dang.
I mean...
Oh, her saw blade would be so fun. Ooh, it should be like this big. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? A 10K bag, but they're not sorted. Oh, God. That would be such a pain to deal with.
It really is. We've only been focusing on the solid color bags for that reason.
Yeah, we went to Daiso and got sorting tubs, the little almost like a tack block,
of course,
just to make things easier. Yeah,
I mean, I had one of those for my pixel blocks a long time ago. You know, I had those old pixel blocks. So the pre-perlers, but pixel blocks are more painful to try to handle and are far less permanent. You know.
Yeah.
And then recently Legos reinvented those.
Oh, right. They came out with the picture board things, right? So,
the Lego dots or something.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not telling anybody what the Mary projects are yet, because some of them are actually really surprising choices.
Interesting.
And then some of them are just rad.
Some of them are really out there. He showed me one today. I was like, really? That? No, okay.
I will tell you one of them, but because it's going to probably be one of the last ones I do, because it's going to be terrifyingly huge.
Uh-huh.
It's her actual portrait from '99.
Oh, right. Yeah.
One of my favorite pictures ever. The actual perler for it is probably going to be like this big.
What's the resolution of that thing? Do you know offhand?
I think it's approximately I think it's 96 by 96.
Dang. Okay.
I think is how big it is, and I could be wrong. It could be more.
Yeah, no, Rock Bogart, you're totally correct. I was already joking about doing life-size perler bead stands and cardboard, the cutout stands of characters, but it's just a big ass life-size perler bead. It's just be too big.
But yeah, I do want to do the 99 portrait. But yeah, I think it's 96 by 96 ish, and that's gonna be rough.
Whew.
But then I can actually put it in a frame.
Yeah, you could do something like that.
Yeah, obviously.
God, how many beads would that? Jesus, how many beads would a life-size one need? God, that'd be so expensive. I wonder how much money that'd cost. It's gotta be 500. 500
do you
or
know
under.
how big a bead is? How big?
Yeah, I'm running that math right now. Stand by.
He's mathing it. He's mathing it out.
I need to put that, the meme with the lady looking there with all the equations there.
The triangles, the diagrams.
So
integrals and
yeah.
I think it's gonna come out to around 30,000 if it was 1-to-1 scale.
You think 30,000 little perler beads to make a life size?
So each of the beads is about 5 millimeters, if I recall correctly. And for case in point, the extra large board we got holds over 3,200.
So then exports. Okay.
So it's probably about 10 of those boards, and I was like, running the numbers, and I was like, yep, that's right. It's about there.
Oh man.
That sounds pretty accurate.
That sounds stupid.
Stupid accurate, though. That would be
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that most of the projects I want to do are already going to be bigger than that board. It's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
What have I
That's
done?
the problem. Is you have the ambition right now. I mean, I've definitely seen a lot of those.
James, how much of a slut I am for pixel art.
Yeah, I mean, I still like a lot of the Perler things that I've seen. You know, I like the ones that they create that have the 3-dimensional depth in a frame.
Yes.
You know,
yeah, we've seen like in shadow boxes and stuff.
Yeah, like the Final Fantasy VI ones that I've seen, the Mega Man X ones that I've seen, and stuff like that. Those are really pretty.
The Justin Third Strike freaking moment.
Oh yeah. The moment 37. Yeah.
They do a bunch of them.
Life-size Kim pants. The problem with life-size Kim pants is they wouldn't be flexible. Like they only would
anime, so they're no longer Kim's pants.
Right, exactly. You need to have.
I just got a really freaking good idea. Okay.
I just got a really good idea, really bad idea.
The Perler kits. You guys have seen like the Metroid cosplays of the Perler arms and like the little alien guys and stuff.
All right, yeah.
We need to do the KOF sprites, but cosplays. And if we go to Japan, we'll take those to Evo Japan.
Dude, it's hard to transport Perlers. They get damaged easily, so.
Well, that's why just for the parts that animate, you make those separate layers.
Yeah.
Right, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be like, we would literally wear the arms on each arm, on each leg, and have like, you know, just the mask. We would have a mask and then have the body, and it'd only be in the front. So it would do that same effect like the other
like
person
Flash
did.
animation.
Yes.
It's kind of what it looks like, Flash animation.
Oh, almost, yes, just about. No, that would be sick. That'd be sick.
I think Iori would actually be one of the better ones.
Really?
Yeah, because of the
if you're gonna do Neo Pocket color, and we
only
do,
if
I'm talking those sprites
only if you make pants string in Perlers as well.
Okay, you guys are really making this like not easy.
Yeah, that would not work. That thing would fall apart so badly. Yeah.
All right, DZ, I'll think about that. Not a bad idea.
What?
The CYS 97 portraits. And you mean like there's the character select icons or the big portraits?
Because the character select icons would be nice and small, right? So
it'd be reasonable, yeah.
Yeah.
Shermie with the jacked up fingers.
Yeah, the character select icon.
Okay, yeah.
Select your fighter.
Very good ideas.
Bam, bam.
Very good idea. Great, now that's in my head.
We really need to finish the other project so we can share it with the internet.
You know what? I'm too excited. I know it's not finished, but we'll take a picture and post it after the show of my little project we're working on right now. Because I want you guys to see it.
Yeah.
I would love to hold it up, but then they would all fall all over the place.
It'll be available. That picture will be available on Instagram.com/SNKronize show.
So a small hint, some people in the chat have actually guessed it.
Really? Did they? I didn't see. Oh, okay.
God, I'm that fucking predictable. Jesus.
That or other people are excited for it too, because you great minds think alike.
Wah, 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 wah. Yes.
But yeah, I need to see if any of Mary's portrait icons are worth doing, because most of the time they're not.
If anybody...
2001's actually, maybe. 2001 might be.
Okay. If anybody else has any ideas for this guy, like he doesn't have enough, just like hit him up on his Twitter or SNKronize Twitter. So throw up the picture too of which one. Actually, if you guys could do me a favor and like put up pictures of ones that you would buy if you would, see them walking through a convention or a gaming event.
I mean, in all fairness,
that would
it'd
be
also
helpful.
be one of those, what's the next time I'm going to see some of these people?
Whatever gaming event we go to next year. There you go. Not even worry about it. Just whatever event we go to.
Oh, but DZ, you have me on Discord, so you can use that instead.
Yeah.
You have my permission.
Oh, man.
Anyways, what else do we want to talk about?
I mean, mostly I just kind of want to say, we've at least got something to look forward to next month and next year.
Yes.
With the balance patch and DLC and stuff.
Yes.
And so with that being said, fuck you, 2022. Good riddance, you piece of shit.
Yeah, 2022 can go to hell.
I really wish there was a way I could co-opt your suck my nuts assholes, but just targeted at the year.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw someone tweet out something that makes me worried about 2023, which is they listed 2021, 2022, and 2023. They crossed out all the zeros, and then all the numbers added up in the column to 666, and it was just like...
Yeah, but that's like that Jim Carrey, the number 23 or whatever.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You can break anything down to anything.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Now, yeah, but cross SNK, cross SNKronize. Oh no, next year, Evo.
Cross Spec Fiction. Cross Zen Market.
Cross Zen Market. Cross Spec Fiction. Yes. Cross Hawaii FGC Peeps. Cross Tekken. Cross
Puppers.
Puppers. Jetta's Damnation. There you go. So yeah.
But yeah, we hopefully we'll have some more interesting news with Zen Market soon. But we still love them and we're still good with them, so we're gonna keep doing that. We need to catch up a bit with Spec Fiction, especially because we have statues coming, and that's gonna be
fun.
I'm really looking forward to that Orochi Shermie. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I can't wait for that Orochi Shermie. Oh my god. She's gonna look so good next to her big frickin' Orochi statue. Just give me a Yashiro.
Yeah, now we need a Yashiro.
Why haven't we had a Yashiro yet?
He's got to be next.
Does that mean you guys would actually grab a Chris to complete it or anything, or?
No, we have Corey. We have Chris at home.
Yeah, so if you get Corey, you're going to have to do the forced perspective thing to make him the same size as the figures, so that's how it'll work.
Seriously. But no, we have Chris at home is basically what I say because of Corey.
I'm just going to get like a really janky Lego man and then put that next to them.
And that just counts as Chris, basically.
Chris. Why not?
It's one of those things, like, in my head, Chris is, like, this tall when everyone else is normal size.
Yeah, we do need...
He's just, like, that shitty sidekick character.
I mean, I was so desperate for a Genet's statue, I wanted to buy that unofficial one that came and disappeared, and you haven't heard a word of it since we talked about it on the show in the beginning of the year.
But you have Genet's at home, too.
I have Genet's at home. I have Chris and I have Genet's. And I have Shermie at home if we really wanna.
So DZ, maybe very soon.
Yeah, I do. I'm a year late on one. Yes, I am a year late on one. Yes, I need one.
Yeah, we really need to do a group Heavenly Kings. If we can drag Corey out of the house again one of these days.
We'll just do it by gunpoint at this time. Like it's just gonna happen. No, you don't even need to do that. All you need to do is show up with a bunch of hot sauce and a big fucking bag of Taco Bell and just be like, Corey,
come here, boy.
Come here. We got you Taco Bell. Oh my god, Rock just came out from under the...
Come here, boy. Who's my good boy?
Oh, because you made the noises you made?
And I said, come here, boy.
Oh!
Oh my honey bun. My little Howard.
He is the goodest little fella.
He's such a brat. I love him so much. I'm glad I have you in my life, child.
And he's so fucking soft because he got a bath yesterday. Oh my
god. Fresh doggy bath dogs are like the softest.
He is soft.
Dude, someone needs to figure out a synthetic fiber that's as soft as he is right now.
I mean, I'm so glad because I mean, obviously, going through that viral video, and even when you guys first adopted him, he was very patchy and stuff, and now to see him so soft and full and like a giant cotton ball.
We've actually already had to give him a haircut. This is post haircut.
Dude, that's amazing, dude. It's so cool. I'm so glad to
I have to, yeah. I have to take the buzzers and just kind of a little bit, just a little off the top so he doesn't get matted. It's crazy though, that matted video of him on the dodo. Like I can tell his fur is so soft and so light, it's no surprise that it gets tangled really quickly. But still, that was no reason for whoever owned him before to let him get to that state.
Yeah, no, yeah. I better never find out who it was that let him go.
You know, I would not be surprised if the people who did that to him saw all his fucking viral videos with the dodo and stuff online. I would not be surprised. Could you imagine? This shit's crazy when you think about it.
Well, get fucked.
Yeah, I always wonder about that. Well, you're not getting him back, that's for damn sure. There's so many people mad at those people who owned him that pretty much abandoned him. So even if they did say like, "Oh, we were the owners," like it would not be a good look.
Right. Of course. Oh yeah, I know for sure.
Emphasis on past tense, motherfucker.
This is our baby. This is our child. This is my little Rock Howard. So he stays with us, and he loves his life.
Who's my little Oreo-colored cotton candy?
He is. He had a good Christmas though. He had a great ass Christmas. He knows what Christmas is now. He loves ripping open gifts. He really does.
No, his Christmas was so happy and exciting and full of toys and shit. He went to sleep early.
He passed out for 2 hours hard while we were getting ready before we went to our relatives. So he had a good ass Christmas. Nice. Little baby boy. But alright, other than that, is there anything else that we're forgetting to talk about?
I saw Error mention Yashiro's voice. Shingo's voice actor. I don't know if that was something that you wanted to talk about. So
Akihiro Koyasu is fucking awesome.
It's the same guy, right? Yeah.
So I mean, when they first revealed it, like his voice, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's him." And apparently, in the past week or two, they hard confirmed it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's Dio. He's Zato, and he's in a bunch of stuff. He's actually historically been known for more comedic roles.
Yeah.
But when he did his part in JoJo's, they started getting more serious roles. And I think he's tired of them because he's going back to comedy.
He's like, I want to have some fun.
He was Hani in Saber Marionettes. That was one of his big comedy roles in the 90s. He played Hani in Saber Marionettes, which was the flamboyant game guy who crushed on the main character. So, yeah, and it was like a rich, like, trust fund kid. And
then currently he's in Isekai Oji-san.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah,
wait,
James,
it's the same guy who did.
Which
Zato? Which Zato
yes,
are they?
All of them. Like he is like at the very least he's current Zato. Yes.
In Guilty Gear. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, because Zato obviously was originally voiced by Daisuke's friend, and
like way back.
That's the one that passed away, and that's why he was gonna take Zato out of the game, and then people didn't want that, so that's why he changed him to Eddie, right? So that was why he was Eddie for the longest of time. Yeah.
But current Zato is the same guy.
Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, he's all over the place, and I'm really glad he came back for it. I'm especially given like the power of his name right now for like, being Dio in JoJo's and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of maybe even took a pay cut because he's like, no, this is my character. I'm coming back.
Yeah, there are those characters that you have that pride for, so.
Yeah, and a lot of Japanese voice actors, that's how they are. They're just like, oh my god, you let me come back, cool. I mean, look at Jotaro's voice actor, and who else is it? Him and, he's the one who's like, oh, I love working on JoJo so I could buy more JoJo's things.
Nice.
Yeah,
Ono has like all of the Metacost and all the JoJo's figures, and he's like,
is it Young Joseph that's like that as well?
Yeah, Young Joseph. I think it's Young Joseph. I know there were a couple of them that
current Jolene.
And current Jolene, they're just like, we love being the voice actors because it pays for us to buy more JoJo stuff. It's just like, if I were a voice actor,
Yeah.
Doing
but
it
honestly,
too.
if you ever need inspiration as to like why he's hilarious as Shingo, just look up like O2UM and see like his final super moves and his taunts and win poses. That's enough for you to be like, okay, this guy's amazing.
Yeah.
Especially his hidden desperation move in O2UM. It is. I forgot how much I liked it. So like a year or two ago, I was playing around with him and I did it and I started laughing again. I just like burst out laughing.
Do you think we can find that on YouTube to show everybody? I think we should show people that. I think we should.
Yeah, just if you can just check YouTube real quick, O2UM Shingo HDSM. Or HSDM. HSDM.
Shingo. Which game?
O2UM.
O2UM BDSM, right? So
close enough.
What was it?
HSDM. Hidden Super Desperation Move.
Okay. HSDM.
I don't know what you're gonna find on YouTube now, but good luck.
Whoa! No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, dude.
What'd you find the dojins?
Yeah.
Here, let's do
Dude,
this.
the 90s had some wild KOF dojins, I tell you what.
I think this is the
That's
right
vanilla
one.
O2.
No, you need.
I need UM. Okay.
You need UM.
I don't even know what his
This one says every super.
Okay, good
move.
enough. Good enough.
Let's see if. God, that was loud. All right, hang on a second. Let me take care of this stupid ad.
All the time.
All right, let's see if there's actually description timestamps here. Nope, no timestamps. What team was he on?
What was he? Is he on like an apprentice team, or was he? Because he wasn't single entry. I think he was on apprentice team with Saisu.
Iori, Terry,
with,
Andy, Joe, Ro, Robert, Yuri, Athena.
Oh, that's right. The Asian treasures, June and
Bao,
Lin.
Vanessa, Seth. Who else is on the team?
June and Lin.
Okay. Yashiro, Clark, Shermie, Chris, K-Maxima, Whip, Kula, Foxy, Angel, Kim, Chang, Choi, Jun, Lin, Shingo. There we go.
There we go.
That's who I'm looking
for. That's right. It was
Okay.
one representative from each of the three countries kind of thing.
Okay. Let's see if we can try to do this. Let's try to do this. Okay. Was that the one, or
Just wait.
Stupid ass.
has to look up how to do the rest of it?
Yeah, and then like his like realization, like, Gah! I love that shit.
Oh man. Oh, you guys didn't have the audio. That's weird. I wonder why you guys didn't have the audio.
Oh darn! You have to play it again.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right, let's do this here. So, back to here. I think you guys should have audio now. There you go. With audio this time. Oh,
Love
man.
it. All right.
You know, seeing Yamazaki there for a minute at the amusement park, you know, holding a knife just in a fight, that's just every day at Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm, not even Magic Mountain? Dang.
No.
I thought that was Magic
Berry
Mountain's
Farm.
reputation, dude. I mean,
Magic Mountain guns, actually.
Yeah.
Magic Mountain, I had to go through metal detectors for a few years to get into Magic Mountain, so, you know.
I've worked at Magic Mountain. Trust me, it's guns, not knives.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Oh, man, dude.
The Waffle House, Jesus, you saw the chair parry, right? So
Did you tell me you saw Linda Carter?
You see
Linda
the whole
Carter?
fight?
No.
Did she have something to say?
Someone replayed a footage of her in Wonder Woman as someone assaults her with a chair and she punches through it, and she just quote retweeted like, "I got trained at Waffle House."
Are you serious?
All these years, I still love that woman.
I was not prepared for that. How the hell did I see everything else but shit.
Yo, she is the GOAT for that one, dude. Oh my god.
Her beautiful
oh my
ass.
god.
Jesus, that's so amazing. I got trained at Waffle House, son
dude,
of a bitch.
I guess Twitter has kind of been on fire recently, huh? So I mean,
with multiple things, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was too good. That was just too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whew.
Oh yeah, here it is. Oh my god, it's real.
Linda Carter's the greatest.
It's real, dude. So here we go. Like, yeah, here we go. So.
It's not even music or anything. It's just straight.
Trained at Waffle House. Oh my god. That's amazing.
Oh shit.
Yo.
Seriously, that woman who was like server
that one, the chair parry. Dude, that chair parry was.
Yeah, no, the chair parry's
You've
hilarious.
seen the Street Fighter 6 edit, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have seen the Street Fighter 6.
They did a perfect parry with slowdown.
Oh yeah. I did see that one. Yes. Okay. Oh my god. I mean, I actually wanted to do an edit of it where they basically threw repeated chairs, and it was like the Sean basketball training, dude. So yeah. Oh my god.
That definitely makes me think about like 2011 Marvel's Capcom videos.
Dude, okay, so I know everybody's all about the chair, but y'all didn't see the full video.
Dude, it's so.
I've seen a lot of it.
Ugly punching combo.
Dude, yeah.
All right, no, for real. She was just like, lowers upper side cross, like in the kidney, in the gut. She
knows what's good.
She had to have trained something. She trained something, dude. So yeah.
Yeah, no.
She pulls a Rambo. Yeah, absolutely.
Vanessa Super. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she was all up, and then she was beating ass so much that 5 of them had a jumper.
Yep.
To save one of their pathetic ass friends who tried to start shit, fuck around, and found out. The
banjos were loud.
No, I want her. I don't know. I want her to just get a bunch of money, a bunch of publicity, get a better job. I want her to train women at the local MMA. I don't know. I want Street Fighter 6 to do some kind of promo with her.
No, dude. There needs to be a Tekken 7 mod of Lydia with her.
Oh god.
Something. She needs so much recognition besides everybody getting famous off of her in the video. I just want the best for her. All right. She was so fucking tired in that video. She was so tired of everyone's shit in that video. And she's still...
Every Waffle House employee ever.
And she's still... Hey, when we would go to Waffle House...
Did she even you even saw she did the geese come on almost at one point, right? Where she was just like, come on.
She was like...
I'll stain my house with your blood.
No, I'll stain this grits. I'll stain you with this grits. Just fresh off the stove. It was just... Oh, man. I love her. She's awesome. And she just needs, so much more credit and a better job and everything else that I just said. She didn't deserve any of that shit.
Oh,
no,
man.
but
Nobody deserves to work at a Waffle House.
I mean... You've seen the new Waffle House application. It's just can you fight? What art style? And it's got Muay Thai, MMA, kickboxing, regular boxing. It's got.
All right, that's the fighting game I'm making now. Is the Waffle House fighting game, dude? That's just.
Have you not seen all the Waffle House Mugen stages?
No. Oh no. Oh no.
It's extra funny too when you get it's Melty Blood characters in front of it and everything.
God.
I think the best Waffle House stage. Speaking of like people who are smart and want to make money with their fighting games, like I will not be surprised if in Tekken 8 Harada does some kind of Waffle House throwback where it's just like you start outside in the parking lot and then you can get punched through the doors and you're just fighting in the kitchen. You're just fighting by the diner. Okay, I can see
Did you ever see
Harada
the
doing
Fight
that.
Club video game?
Yes.
That you actually could do that?
Yes. I'm telling you.
That was like the entire thing that made the game good?
I believe Harada would do it. He's that type of guy where he would do it. I mean, God, I wish I could. I wish I was special enough not just to be on Harada's bar, but just walk in and be like, "Yo, I had this idea." Okay, cool. Can I get a drink? Okay, thank you for listening to me. I'll leave now.
Hey, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's just in passing of Markman or something being on the show again or something, just be like, "Hi, I just wanted to stop in, say hi." I just wanted to be a patron of your establishment and support it. By the way, you know Waffle House would be a great stage for Tekken 8, right? Yeah, okay. That's it. Thanks for your drink. Bye. That's it.
Oh, man.
I really, yes, I am random with my thoughts like that. That's how I get the best ideas, though. That's how it gets put out in the universe, and that's how hopefully it'll happen. Waffle House.
Yeah, no, it definitely has to go into the parking lot at some point in time, right? Because that's the legendary part. So
it's either you start in the Waffle House and get your ass beat out to the parking lot, or you start in the parking lot and then you throw people in to like keep fighting in the kitchen, the dining.
Oh man.
Either way, but all this Waffle House talk, I want that pecan waffle I got now.
Now, I know I'm getting hungry now because I'm thinking about waffles at this point. So definitely need to get some good Belgian waffle.
I'm not gonna lie. I never saw bugs or cockroaches in the Waffle House we've gone to. We went to like 2 and that's it, like years ago. But the pecan waffle I had was really damn good. I'm not even gonna lie. I liked it. Because I always heard people talk about Waffle House. I didn't know what the hell it was until dating, him and going to Texas. and having a okay, that's the only. I was like, whoa, the Waffle Houses are real. I thought that was just like a joke. Can we go? Man. I've never been.
And I had to warn you about Whataburger.
He had to warn me about Whataburger.
Okay, let's not talk about Whataburger because I'm gonna get in trouble again. So
I mean, like Brawly Legs will come after. Like he already sneezed because I mentioned Whataburger, and he's probably gonna message me and be like, "Oh, you want to fight more?" It's just.
Oh, he knows. he literally did a Twitter poll one time, and I was like, "Really, all you're doing is taking a census."
FG census.
Oh,
that was bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, forgive me.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, we should probably wrap it up.
Yeah, Rock is tired and sleepy, and he's like, "Why are we not watching anime and in bed?"
Now, as much as I really do want to put on Shingo's theme as our song to wrap it up, I think there's a better answer.
Saber marionette clips.
I think we should send off on Mai's theme. One of Mai Shiranui's themes. Because her birthday is before our next show.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So let's pick a Mai Shiranui theme.
Fatal Fury movie.
What, her dance club one?
Mai Shiranui.
I don't know which one that is. Oh yeah, by the way, I wanted to say one more thing. Shoutouts to my homeboy who got me the Discotheque release of Fatal Fury the motion picture on Blu-ray for Christmas.
Oh, dude, nice.
So, totally.
So Fatal Fury 2, Mai arranged, someone says?
That's reasonable. You need to find it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You put me on the spot. That's fine, just do that one. Oh wait, there's also Yashiro's birthday, which is tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
It is tomorrow.
I have a Fatal Fury special arranged theme. I have a Real Bout Fatal Fury special 2.
Fatal Fury special should be it, because special and 2 are practically the same.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
In terms of overall.
So would it be This one?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I like this one.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, hope everybody else has been having a better holiday season, and hope you guys had good holidays, and obviously, hope you guys have a good New Year's as well. So,
After this plays a little, you should definitely play one of Yashiro's next.
I mean, unfortunately, I didn't even get to do my Die Hard Charlie Brown Christmas viewing this year because I just wasn't in the mood, honestly. So,
Look, I mean, even though we try, going through the motions and celebrating, it's highly understandable nobody was really in the mood to do much.
Yeah. It's been a year, let's just put it that way, so. Okay, but, it's too much work to switch to Yashiro, so I'm just gonna go ahead and close it on this, so.
Alright, I tried Yashiro. I tried. I'm sorry.
We'll do it for the next show. We'll do Yashiro next show. How's that?
Unless Chen goes out by then.
Oh, fair enough. Unless they just drop him all of a sudden out of nowhere. Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, guys. Take care.
Fuck you, 2022.
Jesus.
Stay fucked 2022. Yeah, exactly. So, okay.
Oh, man.